Drive Assist 2.0 assists you in your driving and allows you to make car trips ever more pleasant. This driver assistance system is an evolution of Drive Assist, made up of adaptive cruise control and lane positioning assistance features, to which two new features are added. Semi-automatic lane change and anticipated intelligent speed assist. Drive Assist 2.0 is primarily designed for driving on motorways and expressways. This is why the additional features only work with moving vehicles driving in the same direction of travel as your vehicle, from 70 km per hour and up to 180 km per hour, depending on the regulations in force and on eligible routes. These roads are separate lanes reserved for motorists, without priority access to the lane, over a minimum length of 2 kilometers. Within the regulatory framework of these features, the messages which will appear on the cluster and dashboard and the maneuvers operated by the driver must always be carried out in compliance with the highway code. Drive Assist 2.0 does not in any way replace the driver's vigilance, and all maneuvers must be carried out with the steering wheel held. To take advantage of these additional features that make up a Drive Assist 2.0, Drive Assist item must be selected into the central screen ADAS page. Please note that the features which will be presented to you are linked. Disabling Drive Assist 2.0 disables all of these features. Drive Assist 2.0 belonging to the so-called Level 2 driving assistance group. The driving of the vehicle and the supervision of its environment remain the driver's responsibility. As soon as you enter a Drive Assist 2.0 route, by activating Drive Assist, the two new features are available. In the event that you were already driving with Drive Assist activated, upon arriving on this Drive Assist 2.0 eligible road, a confirmation pop-up will ask you to validate the possibility of making semi-automatic lane changes. Pressing the Assist button again disables Drive Assist and Drive Assist 2.0. The green display of the set speed and a steering wheel, as well as an enlarged representation of the road, indicate that the system is activated. You benefit from adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assistance, as well as two new features: semi-automatic lane change and anticipated intelligent speed assist. Semi-automatic lane change. The semi-automatic lane change ensures continuity of guidance for your vehicle during the lane change transition phase. This feature takes into account the surrounding traffic before authorizing the maneuver. Its availability is optimal in light traffic. At startup, the system should initialize. To do this, it must have detected moving objects at the front as well as at the rear. For safety reasons, the assisted lane change is carried out in 2 stages. You first engage your turn signal in the desired direction. The system checks that the conditions in the destination lane are met to allow the lane change. You will then confirm by pressing the OK button on your steering wheel to launch the maneuver while continuing to monitor your surroundings. An animation on the cluster illustrates the maneuver in progress. If you do not confirm the lane change, or if the vehicle is no longer able to perform the maneuver, or if you let go of the steering wheel for more than a second, it will be cancelled. Depending on the proximity and speed of certain vehicles, the onboard computer may refuse your maneuver request. An unfavorable traffic evolution, an action on the flashing light, on the accelerator pedal, or the fact of letting go of the steering wheel are conditions for cancelling the maneuver. If these conditions occur before the start of the lane change, it is simply cancelled and you keep the lane keeping assist. If these conditions occur when the maneuver is already engaged, the system will ask the driver to end the maneuver manually. If you want to restart the maneuver, you will have to remove your turn signal and then put it back on. Your vehicle may also refuse or interrupt a lane change assist depending on the road infrastructure. This will be the case in particular when approaching a too sharp bend, when there is no lane delimitation, if an obstacle with a risk of collision is detected, or if the eligible road ends. On the other hand, the possibility of making assisted lane changes is suspended when approaching a toll. Always remain vigilant, in particular with regard to two wheels and vehicles arriving quickly at the rear of your vehicle. You can override the system at any time, whether by pressing the indicator, steering wheel, brake, or accelerator. Note that a complete overtaking maneuver, with drawdown, must be done using the assisted lane change twice in a row. Anticipated Intelligent Speed Assist. Based on the vehicle's GPS system, Drive Assist 2.0 also provides early recognition of speed signs. When approaching a new legal speed lower than the current speed of your vehicle, this feature will propose an anticipated deceleration, allowing to reach the correct speed at the level of the panel, as required by the Highway Code. All you have to do is press the OK button on your steering wheel to confirm your new setpoint speed. In situations with a succession of speed signs, the speed of the last sign will be proposed. Please note that temporary speed changes, for example in work areas, are not anticipated. Keep in mind that all of these features provide additional aids, which do not replace the driver's vigilance. They do not deal with emergencies or unforeseen dangers. These functionalities are based on perception systems, radars, and cameras, which have their limits. Perception capacity depends on weather conditions and road configurations. The driver remains solely responsible for his driving. When your vehicle is stationary, you can find videos directly in your central screen by pressing the dedicated button in your vehicle. They will remind you of the basics of using Drive Assist 2.0. For more information, refer directly to the manufacturer's manual. And see you soon on the road.